Last week on Robot Wars, Mortis sent Oblivion to Oblivion and hammered out a place in the series semi-finals alongside Mace and Napalm. Let's find out who'll join them as we get well and truly activated.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a man who digs all his own trenches, Craig Charles.
Monty Python once said, "What have the Romans done for us?" But he was forgetting about Venus, the goddess of love and beauty. Venus gave the world balance and harmony, and other words which are later used to sell shampoo. But fortunately for us, Venus had a brother. Her brother's name was Mars. And Mars gave the world chainsaws and Led Zeppelin and the desire to build robots out of ugly scraps of metal and have them bash the brains out of each other just for fun. What Mars gave us was Robot Wars. And here in our very own Pantheon of Destruction, 6 titans clash for a place in our series semi-finals. So let's meet them.
First, from Bournemouth, Razor.
A lethal scorpion-tailed robot. And that tail can crush with the pressure of 9 tons. It can turn in tight corners, it's nippy, it's driven by 2 Golf Caddy motors, and this can make a few holes in one.
From Leeds, Millyanne Bug.
Millyanne is a Yorkshire lass. Each of her body sections driven independently by 6 12-volt batteries. The blade and mandibles can gnaw and nibble. This robot could be more dangerous than the Millennium Bug.
From Aylesbury in Buckinghamshire, Inquisitor.
A 6-wheel drive stealth bomber lookalike with chainsaws, spikes, a flail and aluminium body shell, a little like roboteer Gavin Hatton, who once took part in a Mr. Great Britain bodybuilding competition.
From Gloucester, the Body Hammer.
Seeded 3rd for this series and returning from the first wars when it was copper-coloured. It's armour-plated, and in addition to that saw, it has a flipper salvaged from a garden rotavator.
From Hemel Hempstead, Behemoth.
The tiger-striped pneumatic scoop gives Behemoth its distinctive look. That weapon powered by carbon dioxide from a soda stream bottle. Its shell is of Dexian, that's used for office shelving. This is a father and son team.
From Enfield in Middlesex, Elvis.
The king is still alive. Not even the first wars could finish him off. It could be lift-off for Elvis too. The 3mm thick shell rises up and down pneumatically, and a lifting mechanism under the cape can throw 50 kilos. How much do you weigh, Craig?
They certainly look very good, but can you imagine Keanu Reeves in a fight? No. Looks aren't going to do them any good. In the first of our 3 rounds, the gauntlet.
This is the Gauntlet, our first event. Like pilgrims, our contestants must travel alone, and their path to self-fulfillment, i.e. the end zone over there, is not an easy one. In fact, their progress is impeded by all sorts of obstacles. There are 3 paths for them to choose from. If they've got the power to smash through this brick wall, and then the ground clearance to deal with the seesaw, they'll probably take the middle route. If they've got the guts, or maybe stupidity, to face up to Sir Killalot, they'll probably take the route on my right. If they're merely into gratuitous violence, they'll opt for this route with its circular saws on the ram rig and the flaming pit. And then a dose of shunt. Let's hope they make it to the end zone.
Roboteers, stand by.
Millyanne Bug, driven by Jeff Warren.
This is Millyanne Bug. She has nibbling teeth at the front, and the main ability of Millie is to articulate in all directions.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Once knew a Millie who could articulate in all directions. Well, that's a different story. Same sort of hair, though. Those wheels make me feel a little bit funny. In on the ram rig, nothing funny about that for Millyanne Bug.
My major interest in this robot is the hairdo.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We were hoping the makeup ladies might do a bit more with it. It's curlers or something later on.
I think Lynn, our makeup lady, would be quite cool with that. Especially when she's finished in there, it's going to be a right mess, isn't it?
Yeah.
Powering the motors, away from the ram rig with their shunt. Ooh, hair today, gone tomorrow. The axe slices in, one in the eye for Millyanne Bug. Gotta get out from those side walls, away from shunt. crosses the course, but there's Sergeant Bash! The fringe singed!
Well, guys, go to the podium.
Did you get a bashing from Shun? She got one right in the eye. Did you see that?
I did. It hurt me. 6 months' work.
I was wincing.
She's had a fair good trashing, I'm waiting.
Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause.
Great robot, good fun, 8.4 metres. Should be enough for Millie Ambug.
We've had a fire. She's been on fire. But we've got some spare boards, so... Look at this. Can you see this? It's full. Oh, look at that! They've got so hot they've soldered themselves together.
Robot ears, stand by.
Behemoth, driven by Ant and Mike Pritchard.
The actual drive system is two 12-volt wheelchair motors, which work on a four-wheel drive system using a chain to operate the front and rear wheels.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Eat me, says the slogan. I wonder if our house robots will chew on that. Nudges delicately through the wall using that pneumatic bucket. Lift up a lot of weight.
The front bucket is for strength and tippability, which hopefully we will use to ram under robots and tip the other robots over.
This is a good run to the end of the ramp, but Sergeant Bash is waiting with the flamethrower. And about Eat Me, it'll grill him, I should think, first, before deciding whether or not he's tasty. But it's through and free! Beyond shout, great run! That's a superb run by Behemoth. Completing the course and through to the next round, ahead of Millie Ambug.
Our lights melted a little bit. It's got a nice burn mark on the side.
But that's good, that's a scar of victory.
Apart from that, it's ready to go again.
Robot ears, stand by.
Body Hammer, new driver in David Gribble, old friends though. They were in the last series of Robot Wars, through to the grand final. The roadblock team of students from Bodmin against the team of nuclear engineers and Body Hammer. Here's Roadblock closing in on the far more expensive.
Since the last war, we've got a new shell, we've got new weapons, we've got new motors, we've got a new chassis. In fact, not very much is the same. And we're ready to do battle.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Rebuilt in just 3 months, so the Seven Vale Senior School in Gloucester pupil David Gribble drives towards the ram rig, closing there to the left. The circular saws to bite on the right, taking advice. Pushed slowly by the ram rig, and little movement from that 24-volt battery, the two-wheel drive. David, who wants to go to university, can't get Body Hammer moving. There was Sir Killalot ready to close in. The flipper, no use there on the ram rig. Oh, look at Killalot. In comes his lance. Scratching, mutilating. The circular saws, grinding. Body Hammer, jolted, frustrated, immobilised, slowly creaking forward, but stuck.
The Body Hammer team. Come up to the podium, lads. Come up to the podium. It never really got going for you, did it?
No, we just get caught, and it's unfortunate, but that's the way it goes sometimes.
And what made you go for the sort of avenue of destruction?
It just seemed like a clear road at the time.
Well, never mind, lads. It never really got going for you. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Chose the wrong route, Body Hammer, only 3 metres, and that looks vulnerable.
Robot ears, stand by.
Razor with Ian Lewis and Simon Scott.
The main construction in the centre is steel with the main weapon. The outer drives are made of aluminium to keep the weight down on both sides.
Okay. Our weapon runs from a 3,000 psi hydraulic pump to a CX500 starter. Our idea is to scoop up the competitors and load the arm down through the roof with a pressure of about 3 tons.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Well balanced. The machine, not the robot ears. It looks deadly, doesn't it? There is that tail. It's going for the drive between the ram rig and also the circular saws. Something's gone wrong with the steering, though. Just getting caught on the saws.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit of a humdinger, and that's quite a machine. We want to get through to the end and get entangled with one of the house robots. We just want to put a little bite in the bodywork, just to say hello. Just to, hello, we're here.
Strange. Razor to take on Shunt and pushing him back. Now that's enormous power. Oh, what a tremendous run. That was formidable.
The Razor team, Ian Lewis and Simon Scott, you had no problems whatsoever.
Great stuff.
You had no problems with the sliding ramp, did you?
Well, it was a little bit tricky. I think we got a bit of radio bangs there because it was a bit unstable. But when we got through it, it was okay. Yeah, we pushed that wuss at the end there.
It's got to admit you completely battered the house robot and made it to the end zone. Congratulations. Give them a round of applause.
Shunt called a wuss. It will remember that Razor through with a completed course.
Everyone in here shuddered to their boots.
Brilliant. That had some salt, didn't it?
You flew away with one of the
We knew we had the height to get under, and then Simon engaged the arm, to crash through. So we wanted to put a bit of a nick in one of them.
Great performance. Go and do some fine-tuning.
Roboteers, stand by.
Inquisitor, driven by Keith Millwood, Roboteer Gavin Hatton.
This is the Inquisitor, which has a front-mounted chainsaw, electrically powered, and some spikes.
And at the rear is the electrical flail, which spins so fast we can't see the chain move.
3, 2, 1, activate.
The front-mounted chainsaw looks deadly, and it's taking on the circular saws from the ram rig, Inquisitor. And some of those circular saws seem to have malfunctioned. That's lucky for Inquisitor. Still got to get past the ram rig, though, and low ground clearance, that's a problem.
What on earth is a flail?
That's a flail. It spins round very fast.
But is it really going to hurt our robot?
No way. We're going to run like buggery.
Driver Keith Millwood once built a banger car. And he's playing dodgems with the ram rig. And there's Shunt. Beyond Shunt, but crunched into the sidewalls. And pinioned against the deadly tank trap. Now onto the flaming pits of Hades, but through. Good run by Inquisitor.
The Inquisitor team, Keith Millwood and Gavin Hatton. Well done, well done. Tell me where's the name Inquisitor come from?
Robert, I'll say.
Why, go on, tell me.
Brick dwarf.
Never heard of it. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Well done.
Bodybuilder Gavin Hatton and Keith Millwood, they're through with Inquisitor. But look at Body Hammer, very, very dangerous.
We didn't run quick enough.
You did, you ran very quickly, but look at this flail.
Yeah, don't worry. It was bent. It was designed to bend if it had to.
Yeah, that's why we made it so weak.
Roboteers, stand by.
Elvis with driver Neil Lambert back with their blue suede shoes. I'm not too sure whether Elvis would have wanted one. But the light shade moves. In comes the sergeant with the saw and already making dents. In the pretty paintwork is wrecked totally.
Elvis had a new set of clothes since the last war. It's got its lifting flap at the front, which can lift about 150 kilograms.
And at the back here we have the diamond disc, which just about cut through anything.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Elvis eliminated at the gauntlet stage in the First Wars. There's the lifting mechanism. A bit of rock hula from Elvis. Can't break through that jailhouse rock wall. And in danger of being return to sender. Slow progress. Slowly and surely. You old hound dog. That lifting mechanism can throw 50 kilos. It's powered from an old welding gas cylinder. It's slow progress. They've only got 3 meters to beat, don't forget. Elvis's smile is fixed. And I think it's going to be a smile of delight. But will they be our teddy bears? Will it be enough for Elvis?
Guys. You hit the rocks and they didn't roll. But I tell you, Elvis has got a nice new suit since last time you were in the wars, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's a lot of improvement, really, isn't it?
Yeah, he looks like he's in the Las Vegas stage of his career.
Oh, yeah, definitely the biggest stage, I think.
I mean, what's the problem? Lack of power?
Yeah, basically, I thought we'd have enough drive to get through them, but obviously not.
Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause.
Problem being too many burgers for Elvis. But they're through. Body Hammer are out. That's a surprise.
Oh, you really got it?
Yeah.
How much work was it? How long did it take?
I think it's about 3 months.
But will you come back next year?
Yeah.
One robot down. One more to bite the dust after the trials. Now, the English soccer team have a reputation for fair play. That's probably because Michael Owen's never tried to cut up the opposition with a circular saw. But there's nothing fair about this game of soccer. In this game of soccer, if our surviving robots score a goal, they're through to the next round. The last robot to put the boot in is off for an early shower. Now, they can tackle each other, but they also have to tackle our very own hotshot, Sergeant Bash. And in goal, the player that makes Vinnie Jones look like a wet kipper, Dead Metal. It's a beautiful game. At least it was. The contenders are in place. Let the trials begin.
Well, preparations here in the pits aren't quite the same as before a normal football match. For instance, Millian Bugs had her hair done. When did this happen?
Well, it just happened this morning. A young lady called in, came up to us and gave us some advice.
Our makeup lady. But you didn't have Millian Bug going at all when I last saw you. How's that gone?
Well, we've managed to fix all the electronics and she's running beautifully.
Fantastic. Good luck. But was Elvis very good at football?
No, not at all, really.
Is he going to be good at football here?
We hope so. We really do.
And this is such a cool robot. How are you preparing for the football?
Minor adjustment, but we're preparing to liven it up a bit because we think football's wussy. So we use a few of our opponents as the ball, I think.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Bold words from the Razor team, but that is a good start. Important to get to the ball first. Razor the second fastest in the field. Dead Metal comes across to block the goal there at the near post. Trying to protect it with the arms. It's gone in off the deflection, though. Razor will claim it. It means they're through. Oh, hot stuff for Elvis from the Sergeant. Razor will go through. Elvis is on fire. That's a problem for their team. But Razor, nicknamed after Razor Ruddock of West Ham in England. They're through.
3, 2, 1.
The spotlight on Millian Bugs, starting from the place where she finished just before that first goal. Oh, Elvis, that's a foul challenge, referee. Not too sure what Elvis is trying to do to Millian Bug. One dreads to think. That's Behemoth. Again, Sergeant Bash looking to singe the fringe once more. This is the Behemoth pushing and pushing. Blocked. Oh, by Dead Metal, but through!
Cease.
The laughter for Millian Bug. Get that fire out, boys! Oh, the poor lady, no dignity.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
So the 3 robots left. Inquisitor coming in from the left. It's a good move on those front spikes controlling the ball. Oh, what on earth Dead Metal doing? He's committed himself from goal. Inquisitor must score and does.
Cease.
They're through, Inquisitor. A mistake by Dead Metal.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Elvis and Millian Bug. Where's the ball? Dead Metal attacking Elvis. Where's the ball? Does it matter, really? Elvis, you will not get rid of the Sergeant with that flap. There's a whiff from the quiff. Elvis is smoking. But gets to the ball at last. Well, there's Dead Metal's camera. They're after Millian Bug. Might as well give up now. Elvis is sure going to make sure this girl ain't going to stay for not even a day. Elvis, come on, you've got to get it in. Elvis is only... The goal is unmarked, Elvis. The Sergeant gets back. Go on, attacking Elvis. Go on, Elvis. Go on, Elvis. Yes. Poor Millian Bug. Elvis through.
Guys. You were just about got through then?
Just about, yeah. Touch and go.
It was a bit like Paul Gascoigne.
Paul Gascoigne can usually get it in one go.
Yeah, we kind of fat and waddling all around the pitch there.
At least we got it there in the end.
You got it there in the end, well done. You've scraped through to the arena. But you chaps, oh, tough luck. I mean, you put on a great show, but you made a robot that was flammable.
It's not massively flammable, but we got trapped there. I feel a bit picked upon there, but We've really enjoyed ourselves while we're here, and we'll be back next year.
Ladies and gentlemen, give them both a round of applause. Well done, guys.
Oh, Millie Handbuck goes out. That was brilliant. Elvis through, only just. Marvellous stuff.
It's very warm, though.
It is a bit warmer.
Shrunken Sergeant Bash wants it to go, actually.
You stuck it through. Well done. You're through to the next round. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye to the Nicky Clark of Robot Wars. Oh, look. Tears painted specially on.
It's time for the arena and our robots to fight it out to the death. The judges will be judging, remember? Looking at style, control, damage and aggression.
This heat's first semi-final, Inquisitor against Razor.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
The house robots in the PPZ, the perimeter patrol zone. The two competing robots don't want to go in there, otherwise they can incur the wrath of our own robots. And Razor, look at this! The favourite for tonight's heat! Destroying Inquisitor straight away with that immense crushing arm. Well, they've given up, I think, the Inquisitor boys. Keith Millwood and Gavin Hatton, again, ominously, curling down, bending, destroying. Even the Sir Killalot camera moves away, worried. There's Matilda to the left. But Inquisitor, I think they've got no chance now. They think they've got no chance now, but what's this? Suddenly, it's alive again, Inquisitor's off. Yes, yes, run away. And Razor's in problems. I don't think Razor can move. I think they've broken down. I wouldn't come back in again. The Razor boys look worried. Leave it to the house robots. Matilda in there and Sir Killalot too. And suddenly it's Razor. Goodness me, Razor's toppled. What a turn-up! They're attacking the soft, vulnerable underbelly! Razor can't move!
Cease.
And Razor is out! What a turn-up! It's on fire! This is unbelievable! Inquisitor's gone through!
Well, Max, for such a long time, it looked like you had it, didn't it?
Yeah, no idea. Something's gone down.
That metal claw was still crushing them away.
Oh, we've got full control, but no drive. Just gone.
You were one of the favourites as well. I mean, this is a serious upset. The Inquisitor team, yes! Yes!
We got mullered. We got completely mullered in there, yeah. We thought, oh, we're dead, we're dead.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I said, have you got any power? And he went, yeah. Run.
Go for it.
And get out of the way.
And basically you just ran away then and sort of kept out of danger, didn't you?
Yeah.
Big rebuild job, though.
Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause.
Well, they lived life on the razor's edge. How the mighty have fallen.
How do you feel apart from puzzled?
It's a bit gutted, really. Yeah, it's a pity, but I'm sure we'll be back.
I mean, they're one of the favourites, aren't they? I mean, we're through.
And the second semi-final, Elvis against Behemoth.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Behemoth making the first move, driven by 21-year-old Ant Pritchard, doing a degree in model making at the University of Hearts. There's that lifting ramp again from Elvis and the circular saw. 12-inch diameter cutting blade.
Who would you like to battle out against?
Elvis. Definitely Elvis. Oh, he's too pretty to lose.
Neil Lambert driving Elvis. Has worked on West End musicals and Judge Dredd as a model-making special effect artist. They're doing the jitterbug. Elvis needs a little bit of poke salad alley. Matilda in there with him. Elvis spins. Can't get off the side. And there is Matilda with her own chainsaw. They can't get Elvis off the deadly tank trap. Oh, look at the Las Vegas gear. They're after Elvis. He's in the PPZ, the perimeter patrol zone. We own that, boys. Off goes Elvis. They really are rocking and rolling. Fancy dancing with Matilda. No accounting for taste. Elvis on fire again. Well, he did like his burgers. Flame grilled. All the love, all the care, all the dedication to build your robot, and when it's destroyed, you have to have a laugh. Well, fair play. Elvis melted.
Well, Elvis, very off towards the podium. Well, mate,
They stole all of your blue suede shoes, didn't they?
That's a bit off.
They gave you one for your money.
They burned us to a crisp and all, didn't
They burnt you to a crisp, they bashed your head in.
They didn't get the head, though. Elvis's head is still on.
Never mind, you're out. Elvis has left the building. Behemoth, you're through to the next fight.
Yeah. The cylinder's gone on the pneumatics, so we had a bit of swab at the end. We lost the front bucket.
Yeah? Do you think you can get all that fixed up for the next fight?
We've got a brand new cylinder out there, so we're ready to go straight away.
You've got a brand new combine harvester. Give them a round of applause. Well done.
Don't kick him, he performed really well.
I know, well, they didn't go through the actual shell, but we lost all steering again. We couldn't steer, we couldn't even get out of it.
The transmission didn't work.
Say that again?
The transmission didn't work at all.
When they tried it,
Had no control over it whatsoever.
How was that for you?
That was good, actually. Didn't take on a lot of damage, but...
You didn't take on a lot of robots either. You just quietly wriggled about in the corner there.
They all scarpered off after Elvis.
Well, you played a safe game.
Yeah.
Are you still in?
Yep, still in.
So it's all good?
Yep.
Hammer.
So we've got no rear weapon at all, and the chassis is completely twisted, but we've still got our chainsaw, and we've still got the front and back motion, so we're still gonna, and we've still got our spikes, so we can run.
Both have problems. The final, Inquisitor against Behemoth.
3, 2, 1, activate.
There goes Behemoth making the first move. It's 5 mile/h top speed underneath those spikes. Flail, I think, purely for artistic purposes on the back of Inquisitor. About as useful as a toilet chain in Robot Wars at the moment. Beyond the spikes, there's Matilda top of the picture. Good aggressive attack by Inquisitor. And don't forget, the judges will adjudicate on damage control, style and aggression. Stylish turn by Inquisitor. Behemoth pushing towards Sir Killer. Oh, look at the chain! I think Sir Killer wanted a little bit of jewellery there, a bracelet. In comes Matilda. And Behemoth uses that pneumatic bucket on the front. Can lift up 1,000 kilograms in weight. And the Inquisitor boys this time know their time is up. Sir Killalot comes in for the kill. It's all over. Behemoth the winners.
It is Behemoth! Come up to the platform, guys! Yes! Well, you've won the heat. You're through to the series semi-finals. How do you feel about that?
Excellent. Went pretty well.
Well, you seem to have more power, but you couldn't seem to get him tipped over. What was wrong there?
Well, the retard valve's setting a bit off and it's sticking now and again, but we're getting there. We're going to make a few modifications, hopefully do some more damage.
Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, lads. Well, you don't need spots or boils or sores to be a fan of Robot Wars. Good night.
Louise and Boyzone hit Electric Circus here on BBC 2 next.